In the vast expanse of the Milky Way, Earth had long been considered a backwater planet, its inhabitants deemed primitive by the advanced civilizations that dominated the galactic stage. The Intergalactic Council, a coalition of the most powerful alien races, had barely acknowledged humanity's existence, let alone considered them a potential ally or threat. Commander Olivia Steele stood before the imposing council chamber on the space station Nexus Prime, her heart racing but her face a mask of calm determination. As Earth's representative, she knew the weight of her responsibility. The Xeraxian Empire, a ruthless force bent on galactic domination, had been steadily conquering world after world, and now they set their sights on Earth. Esteemed members of the Council, Olivia began, her voice steady despite the skeptical looks from the alien delegates, I come before you to request aid in defending Earth against the Xeraxian threat. A ripple of murmurs and chuckles spread through the chamber. Counselor Thrax, a towering insectoid being, leaned forward, his compound eyes gleaming with amusement. And what, pray tell, can your primitive world offer in return? We've seen your technology. It's barely beyond combustion engines and radio waves. Olivia stood her ground, unfazed by the dismissive tone. What we lack in technology, we make up for in determination, adaptability, and ingenuity. Humanity has faced countless challenges throughout our history and always emerged stronger. Ambassador Lyra, a graceful being of pure energy, spoke up, her voice tinged with curiosity. While your spirit is admirable, Commander Steele, how do you propose to stand against the Xeraxian war machine? Their fleet has decimated civilizations far more advanced than yours. We may not have the most advanced ships or weapons, Olivia replied, but we have something the Xeraxians don't expect, the human spirit. We're quick learners, excellent improvisers, and we never give up. Give us a chance, and we'll show you what Earth's army can do. The council chamber erupted in a mix of laughter and skeptical muttering. Counselor Zorn, a reptilian being known for his strategic mind, raised a scaled hand to quiet the room. Your confidence is intriguing, Commander. Perhaps we should put it to the test. We'll provide you with a single outdated cruiser. If your human soldiers can defend a minor outpost against a Xeraxian scouting party, we might consider your request for aid. Olivia's eyes lit up at the opportunity. It wasn't much, but it was a chance to prove humanity's worth. We accept your challenge, Counselor. We won't let you down. As Olivia left the council chamber, she couldn't help but smile. The aliens had grossly underestimated Earth's potential, and she was determined to show them just how wrong they were. Back on Earth, Olivia wasted no time assembling her team. Captain Jake Torres, a brilliant tactician with a knack for unconventional strategies, would be her second-in-command. Dr. Amelia Chen, a prodigy in xenobiology and advanced physics, joined as their science officer. Sergeant Darius Washington, a seasoned veteran with nerves of steel, would lead the ground team. As they boarded the provided cruiser, christened the Defiant by its new human crew, Olivia addressed her team. I know this ship isn't much to look at, but it's our chance to show the galaxy what humans are made of. We're going to take this outdated bucket of bolts, and we're going to make it dance. Captain Torres grinned as he inspected the ship's systems. Oh, I've got some ideas already, Commander. The Xeraxians won't know what hit them. Dr. Chen was already elbow-deep in the ship's computer core. The base code is actually quite elegant. With a few tweaks, I think we can squeeze a lot more performance out of these old systems. As the Defiant left Earth's orbit, its human crew worked tirelessly to upgrade and modify the ship. Dr. Chen reprogrammed the shields to rotate frequencies, making them more resilient against Xeraxian weapons. Captain Torres devised a series of maneuvers that took advantage of the ship's smaller size and surprising agility. When they arrived at the outpost they were assigned to defend, a small mining colony on a moon orbiting a gas giant, the colonists were less than impressed by their protectors. This is it, the colony leader, a gruff man named Garrett, scoffed. One old ship and a handful of humans. We might as well surrender to the Xeraxians now. Olivia met his gaze steadily. Don't count us out just yet, Mr. Garrett. We might surprise you. As if on cue, the outpost's long-range sensors lit up. A Xeraxian scouting party, consisting of 3 sleek, predatory ships, dropped out of faster-than-light travel near the gas giant. Looks like we're about to get our chance to prove ourselves, Olivia said, her voice calm but filled with determination. Battle stations, everyone. Let's show the galaxy what humans can do. As the Xeraxian ships approached, their confident transmissions filled the comm channels. They expected an easy victory, a simple subjugation of a primitive outpost. What they didn't expect was the fierce resistance they were about to encounter. The Defiant, piloted with incredible skill by Captain Torres, danced between asteroid fields and used the gas giant's turbulent atmosphere to its advantage. Dr. Chen's modified shields held strong against the Xeraxians' initial barrage, while Sergeant Washington coordinated the outpost's meager ground defenses with strategic brilliance. The battle that ensued would become legendary, a testament to human ingenuity and determination. Against all odds, Earth's underestimated army was about to teach the galaxy a lesson it would never forget. The Intergalactic Council's challenge echoed in Commander Olivia Steele's mind as she led her small team aboard the outdated cruiser they had christened Defiant. The ship's corridors hummed with activity as the human crew worked tirelessly to prepare for their upcoming mission. Captain Jake Torres hunched over the navigation console, his fingers dancing across the holographic interface. I've plotted a course to the mining colony, Commander. We should arrive in approximately 48 hours. Olivia nodded, her eyes scanning the bridge. Excellent work, Jake. Dr. Chen, how are the upgrades coming along? Dr. Amelia Chen emerged from a tangle of wires and circuitry, her face smudged with grease but her eyes bright with excitement. We're making progress, Commander. I've managed to boost our shield efficiency by 15%, and I think I can squeeze out a bit more before we arrive. Keep at it, Doctor. We'll need every advantage we can get, Olivia replied, a hint of pride in her voice. As the Defiant cruised through the vast expanse of space, the crew continued their preparations. Sergeant Darius Washington drilled the ground team relentlessly, honing their skills for the inevitable confrontation with the Xeraxians. The mining colony came into view, a small, unremarkable outpost clinging to the surface of a barren moon. As they approached, the colony's leader, Garrett, hailed them. This is it. One outdated ship is all the council could spare. Garrett's gruff voice crackled through the comm system, his skepticism palpable. Olivia leaned forward, her voice steady and confident. We may be small in number, Mr. Garrett, but I assure you, we're more than capable of defending your colony. Before Garrett could respond, the ship's sensors blared to life. Commander. Jake called out, his voice tense. 3 Xeraxian ships just dropped out of FTL. They're on an intercept course. Olivia's eyes narrowed as she surveyed the tactical display. The Xeraxian ships were sleek and predatory, their hulls gleaming with advanced technology. Battle stations, everyone. Let's show these Xeraxians what humans are made of. As the enemy ships closed in, Olivia's mind raced with strategies. Jake, take us into that asteroid field. We'll use it for cover and to break up their formation. The Defiant dove into the dense cluster of space rocks, narrowly avoiding collisions as Jake's expert piloting guided them through. The Xeraxian ships, overconfident in their superiority, plunged in after them. Dr. Chen, how are those shield modifications holding up? Olivia called out as the first volley of Xeraxian weapons fire splashed against their defenses. Holding steady, Commander. Chen replied, her fingers flying over her console. The frequency rotations are confusing their targeting systems. Olivia allowed herself a small smile. Excellent. Sergeant Washington, prepare for a counterattack. As soon as we clear the asteroid field, I want you to hit them with everything we've got. The Defiant burst from the asteroid field, engines flaring as it executed a tight turn. The Zeraxian ships, caught off guard by the maneuver, scrambled to regroup. "Now, Sergeant!" Olivia commanded. The Defiant's weapons blazed to life, a barrage of energy beams and missiles streaking towards the enemy ships. The first Zeraxian vessel, its shields weakened from navigating the asteroids, took heavy damage. Direct hit on their lead ship. Washington reported, a note of triumph in his voice. The battle raged on, the Defiant dancing between enemy fire as Jake pushed the ship to its limits. Dr. Chen worked furiously to keep their systems online, rerouting power and patching damaged circuits on the fly. As the fight wore on, the Zeraxians' initial confidence began to waver. They had expected an easy victory against a primitive species, but instead found themselves facing a tenacious and unpredictable foe. "Their formation is breaking up," Jake announced, his eyes never leaving the tactical display. "I think we've got them on the run." Olivia leaned forward, her voice firm. "Don't let up. Press the advantage and finish this." The Defiant surged forward, its weapons finding their mark with deadly precision. One by one, the Zeraxian ships fell back, their hulls scarred and systems failing. As the last enemy vessel limped away, a cheer erupted on the Defiant's bridge. Olivia allowed her crew a moment of celebration before turning to the comm system. "Mr. Garrett, this is Commander Steele. The Zeraxian threat has been neutralized. Your colony is safe." There was a moment of stunned silence before Garrett's voice came through, a newfound respect evident in his tone. I don't know what to say, Commander. We misjudged you." "Thank you." Olivia smiled, feeling a sense of pride in her crew and in humanity's potential. "We're just getting started, Mr. Garrett. This victory is only the beginning." As the Defiant settled into orbit around the mining colony, Olivia knew that word of their success would soon reach the Intergalactic Council. They had proven themselves against the Zeraxians, but greater challenges lay ahead. The galaxy was about to learn that underestimating humanity was a mistake they wouldn't make twice. The Intergalactic Council chamber buzzed with nervous energy as reports of the Zeraxian advance flooded in. General Olivia Steele stood tall, her face a mask of determination as she addressed the assembled delegates. "The time for doubt has passed," she declared, her voice carrying across the room. "Earth's forces have proven their worth. Now, we must unite to face this threat head-on." The alien representatives, once skeptical of humanity's abilities, now looked to Olivia with newfound respect. The recent victories against Zeraxian scout ships had demonstrated the ingenuity and adaptability of human soldiers. Commander Thrix, a towering insectoid being, chittered in agreement. "General Steele is correct. We must pool our resources and strike at the heart of the Zeraxian fleet." As the council debated strategy, Captain Jake Torres worked tirelessly aboard the Defiant, coordinating with alien engineers to upgrade Earth's small but growing fleet. The fusion of human creativity with advanced alien technology was yielding impressive results. "These modifications will give us an edge," Jake explained to a group of mixed-species technicians. "The Zeraxians won't know what hit them." Meanwhile, Dr. Amelia Chen delved deep into captured Zeraxian data cores, her brilliant mind racing to unlock their secrets. Her discoveries would prove crucial in the coming battle. "Their shield frequencies," she muttered, eyes wide with excitement. "I think I've found a way to disrupt them." As preparations for the counteroffensive reached fever pitch, Sergeant Darius Washington drilled a diverse group of alien recruits, sharing human combat tactics and fostering a sense of unity among the troops. "Remember," he barked, his voice firm but encouraging, "we're stronger together. Each of our species has unique strengths. Use them." The day of reckoning arrived all too soon. The combined fleet of Earth and its alien allies faced the approaching Zeraxian armada. Tension crackled through every ship as they waited for the enemy to arrive. Olivia's voice rang out across the communication channels, steady and resolute. "This is the moment that will define our future. Fight not just for your own worlds, but for every sentient being that calls this galaxy home. The space around them erupted in a dazzling display of weapons fire as the two fleets clashed. The Defiant led a daring charge, weaving through enemy formations with a grace that belied its humble origins. Jake's voice was calm as he called out maneuvers, guiding their ship through the chaos. Evasive pattern Delta. Concentrate fire on their lead destroyer. Across the battlefield, Allied ships executed complex maneuvers, their movements coordinated by the tactical brilliance of human strategists working in concert with alien military minds. Dr. Chen's breakthrough proved invaluable as Allied weapons punched through weakened Zeraxian shields, turning the tide of battle. The enemy, caught off guard by the effectiveness of the counterattack, began to falter. On the ground, Sergeant Washington led a mixed-species strike team in a daring raid on a Zeraxian command post. Their diverse abilities complemented each other perfectly, overwhelming the enemy defenses. Push forward. Darius shouted, rallying his troops. We've got them on the run. As the battle raged on, it became clear that the combined forces were gaining the upper hand. The Zeraxian fleet, once thought invincible, began to crumble under the relentless assault. In a desperate gambit, the Zeraxian commander launched a suicidal attack on the Allied flagship. Olivia, seeing the danger, made a split-second decision. All ships, form up on the Defiant, she ordered. We're going to end this now. In a breathtaking display of courage, the dust settled on the battlefield, revealing a galaxy forever changed. The Intergalactic Council chamber, once filled with skepticism towards humanity, now buzzed with excitement and respect. General Olivia Steele stood tall before the assembled delegates, her presence commanding attention. Esteemed members of the council, she began, her voice steady and resolute, we have achieved victory against the Zeraxian threat. But our work is far from over. We must now build a future of peace and cooperation. The alien representatives nodded in agreement, their earlier doubts replaced by admiration for Earth's soldiers. Commander Thrax, the insectoid being who had once mocked humanity's capabilities, stepped forward. General Steele, he chittered, your species has proven its worth 1,000 times over. We are honored to stand beside you as allies and friends. As the council discussed plans for reconstruction and peacekeeping, Captain Jake Torres and Dr. Amelia Chen worked tirelessly to integrate human technology with that of their alien allies. Their innovations promised to usher in an era of unprecedented scientific advancement. Sergeant Darius Washington, now a decorated war hero, took charge of training a new generation of soldiers. His lessons emphasized not just combat skills, but also the importance of diplomacy and cultural understanding. In the years that followed, the galaxy witnessed a renaissance of cooperation and progress. Earth, once considered a backwater planet, became a hub of interstellar commerce and cultural exchange. The story of humanity's rise from underdog to savior spread across the stars, inspiring countless beings with tales of courage and determination. As General Steele gazed out at the bustling spaceport of New Terra, Earth's first extraterrestrial colony, she reflected on the journey that had brought them here. The challenges they had faced, the sacrifices made, and the bonds forged in the heat of battle had transformed not just humanity, but the entire galaxy. A young alien child approached her, eyes wide with wonder. Is it true, the child asked, did humans really save the galaxy? Olivia smiled, kneeling down to meet the child's gaze. We all saved the galaxy, little one. Humans, Zeraxians, and every species in between. We learned that our greatest strength lies not in our differences, but in our ability to work together. As the sun set on this new era of peace and prosperity, the legacy of Earth's army lived on. They had been underestimated, mocked, and dismissed. But in the end, they had shown the galaxy the true strength of the human spirit, a force more powerful than any weapon, capable of overcoming any obstacle. The stars twinkled in the night sky, no longer a distant frontier, but a home to a united galactic community. And at the heart of it all stood humanity, ready to face whatever challenges the future might bring, armed with courage, ingenuity, and an unbreakable spirit.